Oh, damn, man. It's fucking hot in this. Hot in this hole. Cool. What's going on? It's your boy Savage Woods, and welcome to my channel where we talk about how to make money online. All right. We talk about how to make money online without showing your face. We talk about how to make money online showing your face. Okay. Now, man, this is one of my favorite topics. So listen up. I'm going to get straight to it. What is a customer avatar? A customer avatar is a description of the minimum viable customer that you're looking for. Okay. So what's the ideal person that you're looking to target with whatever you are looking to sell? Okay. Or rather, what problem are you looking to solve and what people have those problems? But it gets deeper than just that because so for me, I'm from Compton, California. I'm an African American male. Okay. And I was in high school from the years 2006 to 2010. So keeping up with people that I was friends with in high school and just talking to people in the area of Los Angeles, California, I can identify what a lot of people have an issue with. And that's how to make money. Enough money to live in a place like this and not struggle. All right. And not have to sacrifice so hard. Okay. So that's a problem that I look to solve. People who live in big cities. And that's because that's a problem that I understand that I've had. Okay. So, you know, your first customer avatar likely is going to be somebody like you because you understand what issues they really have. You can really dig deep. But let's talk about the customer avatar and let's really break it down. So, there are three levels to creating a customer avatar. Now, this is a marketing concept. So, before you create a product, before you say, I want to make money on the internet, before you say any of that stuff right there, you need to start and say, man, who am I about to help? And you need to know them very well. So, there's three levels to this. First, you need to define their demographics, who they are, where they are, what they do for a living. Then you need to get into their psychographics. How do they think? You know what I mean? What are their values? You know, what are their hobbies? What are their interests? Okay. These are questions, because when people say, hey, I want to sell something, they just think, oh, this is going to be tight and I'll sell it to everybody. I'll just get it to, I need to get my stuff out there, out there, out there. No, you don't need to get out there. You need to get out there to the like smallest viable target audience. Okay. And then level three, psychic. What keeps them up at night? What is their biggest fears? And this is the stuff that they don't talk to you about when it comes to selling products and entrepreneurship. People tend to leave this out. You need to know exactly who you're talking to in your messaging. You can capture everybody else that's in the broader spectrum of your messaging later. Okay. Now, on the psychic level, one of the big questions is if I could just blank, then I would be able to blank. So if you can fill in those blanks for your target customer and solve that problem, you're going to really win. So for me, if I could just make millions of dollars from music, then I could or I would have a career. So if somebody can help me solve that problem, how to get my music money to the seven-figure level, then I know I can have some kind of career, you know, likely on a mainstream level if I'm making millions from the music specifically, right? Now, if you can solve that problem for me, I'm going to give you a lot of money. Straight up. That's my biggest pain point, right? So what's your biggest pain point? Or rather, what's your target audience's biggest pain points? So again, let's just recap. Demographic, general stuff about how they, where they live, who they are, right? Male, female, age group, occupation, right? Then we go into the psychographics, okay? How do they think? What are their beliefs? What's their religion? Like what are their hobbies? What are their interests? What are they, what do they do? What do they care about? What drives their decision making? And then the psychic level. What keeps them up at night? What keeps you up at night? So that's why I said your first customer avatar, your first set of target audience is probably going to be somebody like yourself because you know your own problems inside and out. You could literally use yourself as the target demographic, your customer avatar, and boom, you'll be like in the game, right? So the reason this concept is so incredible, and it's the marketing 101, but again, I don't see as many people talking about it like they I feel they should. Um, the reason this is important though is and really invaluable in marketing, even though it's technically like kind of the first step. Um, you can position your messaging to be so specific that when the person that's willing to um like buy something to solve their problems, to ease their pain, when they come across your content and your product and your offering, they're going to feel that pain. They're going to be emotionally disrupted, interrupted, and then they're going to be reminded of what the issue is. And they're going to say, man, I really need to solve this issue like yesterday. And if you've spoken to that enough, they're going to feel drawn. They're going to feel like they made the decision to buy from you, not the other way around where you sold them something. Salesman, when you think of a salesperson, you think of like this pushy person, this aggressive person. But really, sales are really made when you know exactly who you're talking to and you can just bring up their pain points in your messaging, in your content, in your marketing, right? And then it speaks to them. I mean, think about it. When you see ads, you usually scroll past them because they're ads. You know it's an ad. But if it speaks to something that's really a big issue, maybe your biggest issue in life at the moment, then you'll stop. Or even like interruption marketing, where you get like some crazy video. Like I saw a crazy marketing video the other day. Dude was like in a car with his homie, and they were like pulling up on somebody to do something, and then I don't know, the guy just starts getting jumped. He gets pulled out the car and starts getting beat up. And then his boy that was driving, like, was not helping him. He just started listing off features of the product or service that they were selling. It was like great marketing, great interruption marketing. So if you have something that can capture attention, then you'll get more people's attention, right? Hook them in right in the first 3 seconds. Then you'll hook in more people who could be in your customer avatar, right? Or that could be like, representatives of your customer avatar, leading you to more chances of making sales. But really, making sales is just serving people and solving problems, right? So we serve people, we don't sell people. So I want to get that out there too. And the reason I'm bringing this up because there's a big mindset behind making money, not just on the internet, but in business and in general and in life. Okay, so remember, we serve, we don't sell. Okay, and one way you can serve people is by positioning your content and your messaging in a way that makes them feel the pain to make them feel like they bought, like they made the decision to buy from you, and then they are thankful and grateful to you because you are helping to solve their problem. Okay, and then the relationship is built, and hey, man, they might buy something from you down the line. But the customer avatar is highly important. It's exactly where you should start. Start a business. Okay, you got an idea. You think you can do this. Da, da, da. The moment you think you can serve some people and solve some problems, find out who the people are, and then you'll know exactly how to talk to them. And then you'll be able to, you know, get that 1 or 10 or 100 people that fit exactly into that audience, and then you'll start to capture people that are really close to your customer avatar, but not quite that, but they are interested in what you have going on because it still solves the problem that they're having. So, if this video brought you any kind of value, like, share, comment, subscribe, and tune in. We have another video coming very soon. Also, if you are looking to up your content and hook people in the first 3 seconds. Look at me, I can't even talk today. Hook people in the first 3 seconds of your posts. Click the link below in my description. I have a free viral hook guide that's going to make your content convert. Or if you're thinking about starting a Faceless page, this is the guide for you because then you're going to know how to structure those posts that you're going to be making soon. So click the link below and tap in with the free hook guide. Hey, it's your boy Savage Woods. I'll holler at you in another video.